All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Yeah.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Wednesday, August 17th, 2022. Got a big show today. Got a pretty big slate of baseball games we'll break down. Had a decent day yesterday. Picks yesterday went 9-6 overall, but the picks of the day went 4-1. My best picks of the day yesterday had a 4-1 day, so a pretty good day yesterday. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Had a 4-1 day, so pretty good day yesterday. Hold on one second. Let me fix that. Having a little bit of a sound. Let's fix that real quick. All right, that should be better. Let's check real quick. Having a little bit of a sound. Let's fix that real quick. All right, that should be better. Let's check. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I was having some sound trouble. But you can find us Monday through Friday live at 3 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. You can also find us on the ASAP All Sports All Plays Network on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch as well. Join us tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern, for our sports talk show, Gonzo and the Judge. Sports talk show starts at 11 p.m. Eastern every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Shows live on the Gonzo Sports Room Network and live on the ASAP All Sports All Plays Network on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Join us for that tonight at 11. Also have a new baseball show, Around the Bases. It's live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. So join us tomorrow for another episode of Around the Bases. If you're a baseball fan, join me and the stat guy, Dustin Reese, for that. 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. But okay, let's go ahead and jump into today's slate of Major League Baseball games. We have we have a few games going on already. All right, games already in action. You have the Chicago Cubs at the Washington Nationals. The Cubs are up 3-2. This is in the top of the 8th inning. Live odds for this game: the Cubs are minus 490 favorites, and the Nationals are plus 330 underdogs. The Royals and Twins. The Twins are up 4-0 in the top of the 8th inning in that game. Then you have the Baltimore Orioles at the Toronto Blue Jays. That game is 0-0 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. All right. Next game will be the Seattle Mariners at the Los Angeles Angels. This game starts at 4:08 p.m. Eastern time, with the Mariners being 1.5 run favorites at home and minus 158 on the money line. Minus 186 on the money line. The Angels are plus 156 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8.5 runs. The Mariners are 64-54 on the season, 33-28 on the road. They will have Kirby on the mound tonight. He has a 4-3 record with a 3.39 ERA. The Mariners are 6-4 in their last 10 games. They're hitting .218 as a team and have a 3.72 team ERA over the last 10 games. They've been outscored by they've outscored their opponents by 3 runs in their last 10 games. They've also won the first 2 games of this series against the Angels. The Angels are 51-66 on the season, 26-35 at home. Over their last 10 games, they have a record of 6-4. They're hitting .212 as a team and have a 2.97 team ERA. They've been outscored by 1 run over their last 10 games. They will have Toussaint on the mound tonight, who has a 1-0 record and a 2.70 ERA. I like the Mariners in this game to win, to sweep the series with a win tonight on the money line. Next game is the San Diego Padres at the Miami Marlins. The Padres are 1.5 run favorites and minus 158 on the money line. The Marlins are plus 134 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7 runs. Padres both these teams have been struggling. The Padres have not had as good as years as what people thought they would have. Then they just lost Tatis Jr. for the rest of the season after he'd already missed most of the season with from being injured in a motorcycle crash. They did pick up Soto at the trade deadline, so that is one thing that has went well for him. But the Padres are 65-54 on the season, 32-30 on the road. As a team, 32-30 on the road. On the mound tonight for the Padres will be Clevenger. He has a 4-4 record and a 3.47 ERA. Over the last 10 games, the Padres are 4-6 on the 4-6, are hitting .247 as a team and have a 3.71 ERA. They have been outscored by 5 runs over their last 10 games. The Marlins are 52-65 on the season, 25-32 at home. Lopez will be on the mound tonight for the Marlins. He has a 7-7 record and a 3.55 ERA. The Marlins are 4-6 over their last 10 games, hitting .220 as a team and have a 2.86 team ERA. They've been outscored by 4 runs over their last 10 games. The Marlins have won the first 2 games of this series. I look for the Padres to snap out of this funk they've been in the last couple games. I like the Padres here on the road on the money line. All right, next game is the Boston Red Sox at the Pittsburgh Pirates. This game starts at 7:06 p.m. Eastern Time, with the Red Sox being 1.5 run favorites on the road and minus 158 on the money line. The Pirates are plus 134 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8 runs. The Red Sox have not been as good this year as people thought they would be. They've struggled some. The Pirates have struggled like normal. Until that owner decides he wants to win, they're going to continue to struggle. But the Red Sox are 58-59 on the season, 29-29 on the road. They will have Hill on the mound tonight, who has a 4-5 record and a 4.75 ERA. The Red Sox are 5-5 over their last 10 games, are hitting .254 as a team and have a 4.75 ERA, and have been outscored by 6 runs over their last 10 games. The Pirates are 45-71. They are 24-30 at home. They will have Contreras on the mound tonight, who has a 3-2 record and a 3.78 ERA. The Pirates are 2-8 over their last 10 games, hitting .213 as a team and have a 5.10 team ERA. They have been outscored by 12 runs over their last 10 games, and the Pirates are on a 5-game losing streak. I look for that losing streak to continue to tonight against the Red Sox, and I like the Boston Red Sox here on the money line in this game. The next game we have is the Tampa Bay Rays at the New York Yankees. The Yankees are 1.5 run favorites at home. They are minus 138 on the money line. The Rays are plus 118 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 8.5 runs. Both these teams are having pretty good seasons. The Yankees have been one of the best teams in Major League Baseball all season. The Rays have had an up and down season, but still are setting good for a wild card spot. They're 62-53 on the season, 27-31 on the road. They will have Kluber on the mound, who has a 7-7 record and a 4.40 ERA. The Rays are 6-4 over their last 10 games, hitting .210 as a team, and have a 3.38 team ERA. They've outscored their opponents by 6 runs over their last 10 games. The Yankees have been struggling here coming out of the All-Star break, but the Yankees are 72-45 on the season, 41-17 at home. They will have Drummond on the mound tonight. He has a 1-2 record and a 4.18 ERA. The Yankees are 2-8 over the last 10 games. They're hitting 196 as a team and have a 3.54 team ERA over the last 10. And they've been outscored by 10 runs over the last 10 games. The Yankees are on a 3-game losing streak. The Yankees do lead the season series against the Rays 7-5. The Yankees have just been in a funk. Their pitching hasn't been great. They haven't been able to hit the ball. I like the Rays here. You're getting good value with the Rays, getting them at plus money on the money line. They won the first 2 games of this series, and I look for the Rays to sweep the series tonight against the New York Yankees. Next game is the Detroit Tigers at the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians are 1.5 run favorites at home. They're minus 215 on the money line. The Tigers are plus 180 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5 runs. The Tigers have had a disappointing season. A lot of people, including myself, thought the Tigers was going to be a better team this year. The way they finished last year's season, but they've actually went the other way. The Guardians have been up and down this season. The Tigers are 45-74 on the season, and they have a record of 20-41 on the road. They will have Norris on the mound tonight, who is 0-4 and has a 5.97 ERA. The Tigers are 2-8 over their last 10, have a 2-8 record over their last 10 games, are hitting .217 as a team and have a 4.14 ERA. They have been outscored by 18 runs over those 10 games. The Guardians are 67-55 on the season, 30-24 at home. They will have Quantrill on the mound tonight, who has a 9-5 record and a 3.67 ERA. The Guardians have a 7-3 record over their last 10 games with a .266 batting average and a 2.30 team ERA. They've outscored their opponents by 18 runs over their last 10 games. I like the Guardians here tonight against the Tigers. Next game, we have the New York Mets at the Atlanta Braves. These have been two of the better teams in the National League all season. They have real similar records. The Braves have won the first 2 games of this series against the Mets. They're looking for the sweep tonight. The Mets are 75-42 on the season. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites on the road. They're minus 148 on the money line. The Braves are plus 126 on the money line. Over under 7.5 runs. The Mets have a record of 75-42 on the season. They are 35-23 on the road. They will have Scherzer on the mound tonight. Scherzer is 8-2 this season with a 1.93 ERA. The Mets are 7-3 over their last 10 games with hitting .241 as a team and have a 2.33 team ERA. They've outscored their opponents by 12 runs over the last 10. The Braves are 72-46, 39-22 at home. They will have Odorizzi on the mound, who has a 4-4 record and a 3.80 ERA. The Braves are 8-2 over their last 10, hitting .274 as a team, and have a 2.80 ERA. They've outscored their opponents by 26 runs over the last 10 games. And the Mets have won the first 2 games of the series. Or excuse me, the Braves have won the first 2 games of the series. But I like the Mets tonight. I like the Mets tonight with Scherzer on the mound here on the money line. All right, next game, or excuse me, any easy predictions to make a few bucks this weekend? Classic Green. To be honest, I have to look at this weekend's games. I haven't looked that far ahead yet. Uh, but check back with this. Watch a Friday show, and we'll give out our predictions for all the stuff going on over the weekend. I haven't looked that far ahead on the weekend yet. Classic Green, but yes, check out Friday's show 3 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be talking about all the games over the weekend. And we appreciate you joining us as well. But the next game is the Colorado Rockies at the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals are 1.5 run favorites in this game, and they're minus 210 on the money line. The Rockies are plus 176 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7 runs. The Rockies are 51-67 on the season. The Rockies struggle on the road as they have a road record of 18-37. They are 4-6 over the last 10 games, hitting .280 as a team and have a 5.48 ERA. They have been outscored by 1 run over their last 10 games. They will have Marquez on the mound tonight, who has a 6-9 record on the season and a 5.08 ERA. The Rockies are on a 3-game losing streak. The Cardinals are 64-51 on the season. They are 38-21 at home. They are 7-3 over their last 10 games, hitting .267 as a team and have a 5.10 team ERA. They've outscored their opponents by 1 run over the last 10 games. They will have Montgomery on the mound, who they picked up at the trade deadline. He has a 5-3 record on the season with a 3.37 ERA. I like the Cardinals at home get here to pick up the win on the money line against the Colorado Rockies. The next game is the Oakland Athletics at the Texas Rangers. The Rangers are 1.5 run favorites at home. They're minus 164 on the money line. The Athletics are plus 134 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 9 runs. Neither one of these teams are having great seasons. The Rangers are having a better season than the Athletics. So the Athletics are 42-75 on the season, 25-37 on the road. They are 1-9 over their last 10 games, hitting .215 as a team and having a 4.45 team ERA. They have been outscored by 22 runs over their last 10 games. The Athletics will have Oler on the mound. He has a 1-5 record with a 7.26 ERA. The Rangers are 52-64 on the season, 26-36 at home. They are 5-5 over their last 10 games, hitting .265 as a team and having a team ERA of 3.94. They have been outscored by 2 runs over their last 10 games. They will have Reagans on the mound, who has a 0-1 record and a 4.82 ERA. I like the Rangers here in this game at home. The Athletics are just not a very good team, and they're really struggling to hit the ball. All right. Next game is the Houston Astros at the Chicago White Sox. The Astros are 1.5 run favorites on the road and minus 152 on the money line. The White Sox are plus 128 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8 runs. The Astros have been struggling a little bit since the All-Star break. They are 75-43 on the season, 36-25 on the road. Over the last 10 games, they have a 5-5 record, hitting .248 as a team and having a 3.72 team ERA. They've outscored their opponents by 8 runs over the last 10. They will have Valdez on the mound tonight, who has a 11-4 record and a 2.73 ERA. The Astros are on a 4-game losing streak. The White Sox are 61-56 on the season, 30-29 at home. They have a 7-3 record over their last 10 games, hitting 294 as a team and having a 3.21 team ERA. They've outscored their opponents by 7 runs over that stretch. They will have Kopesh on the mound tonight, who has a 4-8 record on the season and a 3.18 ERA. I look for the Astros to get back on their winning way to their winning ways tonight. The White Sox have won the first 2 games of this series, but I like the Astros tonight on the money line here. And the next game we have the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Milwaukee Brewers. The Dodgers are 1.5 run favorites on the road. They are minus 184 on the money line. The Brewers are plus 154 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8 runs. The Dodgers have been hot, one of the hottest teams in baseball here as of late, even though they did lose last night to the Brewers. But the Dodgers are 80-35 on the season, 40-20 on the road, 8-2 over their last 10, hitting 273 as a team and having a team ERA at 2.30. They've outscored their opponents by 40 runs over the last 10 games, and they will have Gonsolin on the mound tonight, who has a 14-1 record on the season and a 2.24 ERA. The Brewers are 62-53 on the season, 30-23 at home. They're 5-5 over the last 10 games, hitting 190 as a team and having a team ERA at 3.10. They've been outscored by 4 runs over their last 10 games. They will have Lauer on the mound tonight, who does have an 8-4 record on the season and a 3.64 ERA. I like the Dodgers tonight with Gonsolin on the mound on the money line. And then last game of the night in Major League Baseball, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks at the San Francisco Giants. The Giants are 1.5 run favorites at home, minus 220 on the money line. The Diamondbacks are plus 184 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5 runs. The Diamondbacks are 53-60 on the season, 21-34 on the road. As a team, they're 6-4 over their last 10 games, hitting 249 as a team and having a team ERA at 3.52. They've outscored their opponents by 12 runs over their last 10 games. Davies is on the mound tonight for the Diamondbacks. He has a 2-4 record on the season and a 4.11 ERA. The Giants are 59-57 on the season, 34-27 at home. 8-2 over their last 10 games, hitting 260 as a team and having a team ERA at 3.48. They've outscored their opponents by 9 runs over the last 10 games. They have Rodon on the mound tonight, who is 11-6 on the season with a 2.95 ERA. The Giants are on a 5-game home winning streak. I like the Giants here tonight. Not a whole lot of value at minus 220 on the money line. So what I really like in this game would be the under the 7.5. All right, it's all of today's games in the Major League Baseball. We have WNBA playoffs starting tonight. If you watch the WNBA, you have the New York Liberty at the Chicago Sky. This game starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time, with the Sky being 9.5 point favorites at home and minus 500 on the money line. The Liberty are plus 370 underdogs. Total for this game is set at 166.5. I like the Sky to win this game. But 9.5 points, I think, is for a playoff game, first round. I think it's just maybe a little too much. So I don't know if I would bet this, but I like the Sky to win the game. I just not real 9.5 is a lot of points to give up. Then you have the Phoenix Mercury at the Las Vegas Aces. The Aces are 16.5 point favorites, minus 3,000 on the money line. Mercury's plus 1120 on the money line. The Aces have been the best team in the WNBA pretty much all season. But again, 16.5 points is a lot of points, especially in a playoff game. So even though I like the Aces, I don't know if I would. I'm not comfortable giving up 16.5 points. But all right. In the Major League Baseball tonight, I'll go ahead and give you a pick for every game, and then I'll give out my picks of the day. I like the Mariners money line over the Angels, the Padres over the Marlins, Red Sox over the Pirates, the Rays over the Yankees, the Guardians over the Tigers, the Mets over the Braves, Cardinals over the Rockies, Rangers over the Athletics, the Astros over the White Sox, the Dodgers over the Brewers, and the Giants over the Diamondbacks. All right, and my best picks of the day, I'm going with the Mariners on the money line, the Boston Red Sox on the money line, the New York Mets money line, the Houston Astros money line, and the Los Angeles Dodgers money line. So my picks of the day, to recap, I like the Dodgers money line over the Brewers, Astros money line over the White Sox, the Mets money line over the Braves, the Red Sox money line over the Pirates, and the Mariners money line over the Angels. So I'm giving five best picks out today. Again, the Mariners money line, the Red Sox money line, the New York Mets money line, the Houston Astros money line, and the Los Angeles Dodgers money line are the 5 games I like today, or for my best picks of the day. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Easy Money, a sports betting show, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room, and also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the All Sports All Plays Network. Also, don't miss our sports talk show tonight, Gonzo and the Judge Sports Talk, live at 11 p.m. Eastern. You can find Gonzo and the Sports or Gonzo and the Judge Sports Talk Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room, and also YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the All Sports All Plays Network. Make sure you check it out. Have a big episode planned for you guys tonight. Also, check out our new baseball show, Around the Bases, 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Join us tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, as me and the Stat Guy break down some Major League Baseball. We'll talk some of the Little League World Series going on. If you like baseball, it's the show you want to watch, 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. Also, check out our new Indianapolis Colts show every Monday and Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Horseshoe Talk. We had a great first episode on Monday. Looking forward to this episode on Friday. If you're an Indianapolis Colts fan, check out the show. I think you'll enjoy it. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Hope everybody has a great day. And we will see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Like and follow us on Facebook for both networks, the All Sports All Plays Network and that Gonzo Sports Room. We'd greatly appreciate it. Have a great day. We will see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Peace.
All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the diamond in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.